So next one is Akhil R.
Yeah,
Hello, sir.
yeah, please. Hello.
Sir, so this is a question from my uncle. So we usually get into this discussion. So I'm meditating from a long time. So he meditated and then he stopped meditation and he's into a lot of these Advaitic teachings.
What
So what
teachings?
he says is that you are meditating and you are going into a thoughtless state or a no mind state. But he says is that your mind needs answers for enlightenment. So his way is questioning the mind. So can you briefly tell me about this, sir? Like this confusion.
I'm not clear with the question.
So what he says is that uh, through
Repeat the
knowledge,
question.
yeah. So he says is that my uncle says through knowledge and through questioning your mind, like Ramana Maharshi. So that's how you get enlightened, is what he says. And I am into the part of meditation. So he says this thoughtless state and no mind state may not help you reach to the ultimate goal. So the ultimate thing is to question your mind. That's what he says. So what is your take on this, sir? So like, can you explain?
Yeah, okay. I got the question, though it is not properly framed, but I could get into your question.
Yeah.
Okay. There are two things in your description, the two aspects rather. The first thing is meditation, the way we understand meditation. The second thing is, instead of meditation, self-inquiry. So questioning ourselves frequently on everything that is related to mind. A type of deep, regular self-inquiry without actual meditative process. Here, the answer is little different. For any person who wants to question himself, who wants to bring that issue or a problem or a mental makeup that has to be removed to the spark of light, to burn that problem in the flame of consciousness, you need a flame first. A real flame, not image of flame. A real flame of consciousness, a real fire of consciousness is certainly required to burn all the ignorance whatsoever. Without acquiring that, to burn the various mental makeups without the real fire and imagining something as fire, an image of fire, a portrait of fire, you can't burn the ignorance in the portrait of fire. You need a real fire, real flame. To acquire that real flame, meditation is certainly required. Few people who are centered in their intellect rather than in their silence, rather than in their consciousness, who are centered in their intellect, who are centered in their thought process, who are centered in their cerebral bowl between the ears, not willing to go deep down, not willing to change their frequency, who has once for all decided that that should be the only way to go within, needs certain understanding. The first understanding is to put any question of mind and to remove it once for all from the mind, we need to change our frequency first. Frequency means the psychological frequency, the way we understand things, the way we see things as they are, the way we evaluate, the way we delete it needs definitely silencing first. Without silencing, sourcing never happens. Please understand. Without silencing, sourcing to deeper consciousness never happens at all. So the flame of light, small spark of light even, is definitely the initial step. And the second step is definitely self-inquiry. I do not deny the greatness of self-inquiry. Self-inquiry is very, very, very important. Self-inquiry is basically self-examination, putting ourselves in front of the fire. We are in the dark, but bringing all that we think we are in front of the fire makes us what we are. You got my point? What we think we are has to be removed and annihilated, destroyed once for all, to become what we really are. What we think we are should be removed totally to become what we really are. To become what we really are needs this flame of consciousness. Putting all that we think we are in front of the flame of consciousness, in the sense of self-examination or self-inquiry rather. It's not inquiry, inquiry, IN. Self-inquiry rather. All the impressions will be destroyed definitely. But without the flame here is this silence. The space between the words, the space between the thoughts, the space between inhalation and exhalation, that is the real silence. When you put ourselves to this silence, then only the self-inquiry can begin. Without that, if you keep on self-inquiry, you become mad. The art of silence should lead to the science of self-inquiry. Without the art of silencing oneself, the science of self-inquiry doesn't have any value. It cannot proceed at all. It is a compulsory, incipient, or the first step before the self-inquiry starts.
Hello.